What's up, traders? Today I bring you another video, another trading recap in the stock market. We are here trading options as we do every single day of the week, and got a nice little setup for you guys that I took today. So let's get right into it. So as always, we always look at the larger time frames first to get a general direction of the market. And nothing has changed these past couple days. We are still in a bullish uptrend, but by these trend lines that I've drawn based on the daily chart. All I did was click here and kind of swing out to the first candlestick it touches, and then extend the line out to create a trend channel. Now, this morning, I noticed a slight downtrend forming on the 15-minute chart. So I was a little cautious when I took the long, but here this demand zone that I draw based on yesterday's action actually held up pretty well. And the way I approached this trade earlier in the day was I was watching the 5-minute chart, and as we started trading down into this demand zone, at one point this candle was all red. It was a full red candle. As you can see, the lows were down here and then it came back up. So I was a little cautious putting on the trade initially because I did notice the downtrend channel on the 15-minute chart. But after watching the price action when we reached this demand zone, it seemed like buyers were stepping in. I could see it on the tape as well as the price action on the candle. We just started wicking up above the demand zone, so I decided to pull the trigger and buy some calls, right? So the calls that I purchased for this trade were down here. So I got them a little bit higher than the absolute low because I was waiting for some wick action down here. So once I saw that wick action, I decided to just pull the trigger and put in my bracket order for this trade. So I got these calls around $1.15. A little bit expensive because today is Thursday and there was no 0 DTE options for Thursday on SPY. So I was forced to trade the 1 DTE, which is totally fine. The only problem is you don't get that much bigger of a gain because there is a little bit more time premium in the options contract. So I picked up these calls around here on this candle for about 115. Wasn't really confident that this trade would be a winning trade. I thought it would be a losing trade. But since we were in the demand zone, I decided to just pull the trigger, take the trade, and let my risk-reward probabilities play out in the long run. So got these calls, $1.15, and my target was this supply zone, which is 4,290, which is 429 on SPY. So I bought the I bought the 428 calls. Maybe because this was here. It's a little bit of a mistake on my part. Should have probably bought the 429s. Would have made a little bit more money on the 429s because there's slightly more out the money. However, did buy the 428 calls for $1.15. My target was this supply zone, and once we hit the supply zone, which we just did a couple of minutes ago, I took profits. And so this trade netted about 55% is probably what I made on this trade. I usually shoot for like 60% on 1 DTE, but I wanted to make sure to lock in profits because I saw that price was starting to reject the supply zone, as it is doing right now. As you can see, once we hit the supply zone, we are now falling back down, and we're kind of just trading inside of fair value right now. Maybe going to retest VWAP later on in the day. But this is where I decided to take profits. If you wanted to go short, this was also a great time to go short. One, because we're in a supply zone, and two, we're at that top of that bottom trend line that is starting to form on the 15-minute chart. But my only trade was this demand zone calls. Also, it looks like the S&P is starting to slightly roll over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually broke this uptrend in the next couple of days, because this rally is pretty crazy. This is a pretty insane rally. And what I'm thinking is going to happen next, and don't quote me on this, but I think we're probably going to trade sideways and break this uptrend channel, or we're just going to break the uptrend channel and start retesting some of these demand zones. But like I said, don't quote me on this. The main thing you want to focus on is whether we're inside this uptrend and whether we're respecting the uptrend. As long as we're respecting this uptrend, I'm going to continue to be buying calls in demand zones. So, and yeah, look at that dump. So thankfully we took profits up here. But yeah, guys, that is the trading recap. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I did open up the Discord channel. So the Discord channel is now ready to join. It is totally free if you would like to join the Discord. It's the second link in the description. And yeah, so here's where we share our trading ideas. We can talk about stocks. We can talk about options. And if you have any questions, make sure to send me a message either on Discord, or if you would like, you can write a comment in the description or in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get back to you. And thank you for watching. If you learned anything in this video, I would appreciate if you liked the video and subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.